to my email.
I will.
Thank you.
All right. We are officially live.
Evening, ladies.
Evening.
Aren't I a lucky guy?
Well, you know, I try my best. All right.
Well, as lucky as 1,500 miles and a lot of years gives you, you know.
And then there's that.
No worries.
All right. It's like if I have a good party.
I'm losing you. I do. I need 2 minutes, but I will be back.
Okay. You guys heard it here live at the Forever 7. David Heffelfinger needs 2 minutes. And me, I needed the whole night, really. And here we are.
Munching away together in the dark.
Right.
Do you have a pizza
Literally.
to start us off with?
Yes. Everybody eats here at the Forever 7.
Gotta stay fed.
Okay. Tears fall from my eyes as my mother comforts me. If hurt people, where is the remedy to healing? My soul barks at love while my body craves lust. In God we trust, says the lush, while I pass the kush, trying to numb the push through, contemplating if love is long overdue, or if it's just through. Am I through with love? So far, love is pretty awesome, but the dark closet haunts him. With my mind and my body, I taunt him because I am tainted, but also patiently waiting for someone worth waiting for. Someone I will open my door and jar. Someone who will stay up with me late. Someone who will lay and wait, stop for me, go for me, slow with me. But if hurt people, where is the remedy to healing? As I find myself, work on my wealth, and relearn my worth, I wonder who has the wherewithal to deal with my constant skin shedding and rebirth. So yes, hurt people because love hurts. And there's that piece. As I snack.
Mm-hmm.
So what you got for us, Cynthia?
I'm not sure. I was thinking of bringing a new old novel, but I'm not quite sure where in this mess of my office it is. So here, I'll bring you a new Christmas recipe. Here, I'll turn on the video so you can watch me read my screen, but I gotta find my screen. There we go. A new Christmas recipe. I was listening to an audiobook last night, drowsing through the hours meant for sleep. Beth Moran's novel, Christmas Every Day. Lonely gal thrust into a remote location with desperate conditions, with a good-looking, available male neighbor next door. The requisite twists and turns when one cannot understand the other, or overhears an unfortunate statement, or he turns out to be married after all. But I can see where this is going, and I'm enjoying the journey. Yet, I awoke with an unusual craving for hot chocolate, only to discover that for some reason, likely a dietary guideline I've since forgotten, the large bag of raw organic cacao powder in the cupboard is sitting dead empty, helpful only if I need such size an empty bag. So I melted 2 bars of Moser Roth 85% dark chocolate into 2 cups of coconut milk with a half cinnamon stick. Quite tasty. Let's see.
Quite tasty.
Yeah. What's today's date? 27th? All right. And
I'm sorry, but now and then, let's just say shit happens.
uh-oh. What's wrong? What happened?
I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
You know, shit,
thank you. All right.
shit happens.
Lord.
I'm
And
sorry.
the Forever 7 is officially over.
No, don't let me do that to you now.
He's
Come
just
on.
literal. I get it.
That's,
Oh,
But I
Lord.
wasn't watching him come in, and so I thought something wrong had happened. I know that's not wrong. That happens. But you're on, David. We both performed already.
I missed the whole show, I guess.
You missed the whole show. That's right. I hope it was worth it. I hope you feel.
Ah,
I wasn't gone that long ago. What did you do? Trade haikus? I could have been gone 3 minutes. And
We
you
only
didn't.
shared one piece. We only shared one piece each, but they were not haikus.
Okay. 6-word story.
Good try.
Who was it? Was it, I don't know, it was Steinbeck or Hemingway was challenged to, what's the shortest story you could write? And he said 6 words. For sale, baby shoes, never used.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was Hemingway. You people really want to endorse me to do something lengthy, or you want to hear something I enjoyed writing? It's got nothing to do with me. It's fiction, but it's fun.
I
Well,
love
fun's not the right word. But I think I have it. I was looking earlier today. Here it is. I may have done it. I tell you what, if you'll allow me 30 more seconds, I'll be right back.
How many 6-word stories can we exchange while he's gone?
maybe 6. We can exchange 6-word stories while he's gone.
Okay. That's
But while I'm
good.
trying to think of my first 6 words, he's back again.
I was given a prompt, the opening line. As I approached the deserted house at the end of the road.
Wow, that's a good one.
And so here's the piece that flowed off that prompt. Its title is Love, Dad. As I approached the deserted house at the end of the road, I got looking up that driveway at my childhood abode. I'd forgotten how high and steep that hillside be. Sure brought back a lot of memories for me. In wintertime, the sled ride down was huge. From the climb back up, though, no refuge. Not many kids had their own private luge. Mom would holler, "Come sit by the fire. Your cheeks are bright rouge." I covered all four of mine. Mom hated the mud in the springtime. She could sink in past her ankles almost to her knees. "Boy, go down to the road and bring up the mail if you would, please. I'm making your favorite lunch." Oh, I'm hoping that's macaroni and cheese. I think what I liked the most growing up there was tending to the bees. Although the pollen in the air could make me sneeze, chewing that waxy comb was as good as it gets, or maybe I'm just easy to please. The warm summertime air through the windows gets rid of that subtle smell of things musty. Somebody's coming when the driveway's all dusty, or maybe when the winds are gusty. One night I definitely remember, it was early September, the night I went moonlight skinny dipping with my brother's girlfriend. Everybody called her Busty. 'Cause she was, I guess. No guessing, she was. That pond out back was the cleanest water around. She got the word at work my brother and his buddies, they were out fooling around. She was working in town at the Rusty Bucket, and before that night was over, I most certainly did. She said it was her first time, and I just didn't say, and never did believe her anyway. Autumn on the hill was the busiest time of year. Picking clean them apple trees, hunting for deer. Always figured my brother and Busty for moving in up here. Dad kept me busy through October into November up on top that hill, bottling gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons of his honey apple moonshine from the still. That's what paid the bills. If the mom died suddenly, Dad lost his mind. They called it a gun accident, but they was being kind. He left me a note he knew I'd find. In a million years, I'd have never guessed his opening line. "Boy, your mom cheated on me. Had an affair, and you ain't really mine." Took a while, but her and me got past it all just fine. Leave Busty to your brother. Her dad was your mom's mister. That's right, she probably your sister. But she don't likely know, you see, and her dad's gone, so just let it all be. Dig up the can buried behind fence post number 3. Call it your share of the still. Keep it quiet, spend it wisely. I know you will. It's a good start on your tomorrow from your mom and me. Let life move you forward from here. It was both our hopes you'd come to see that there ain't nothing left in Appalachia left for you to be. Love, Dad.
Wow.
Boom.
Wow. That's
Whoa.
phenomenal.
Yes.
Purely fiction.
But still, it doesn't have to, it doesn't, yeah. It's a
At
good
least
story.
no, it's not an accounting of anything I've known. So it's purely fiction from my
Yeah.
standpoint.
It's still phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why nobody's talking. My buds aren't in. Duh.
Wow.
Y'all gonna have to start over now.
I was just gonna say it's phenomenal, and Cynthia said it doesn't have to be true to be phenomenal. I think that's what she was saying.
Something like that. Yeah, that was very, very good. No, he took his buds out again. Did you?
No, I pulled them out. I'll just let the room in front of me hear y'all talk.
Yeah, we're saying nice things about you. They can hear it.
No,
Right?
we're good. I'm good. I just there's only my wife in the front room watching TV. We're good. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That was awesome.
Yes, we liked it.
Okay.
I
And you had said at the beginning that it was fiction, so we weren't worried that it was your story.
Okay. That happened to me. Well, the first time I ever told it, I think they had rules about it should be the truth in your story. And I had really freaked people out by the end of it.
Wow, they said that it should be the truth in your story. Wow,
So
that
I-
admits a lot of great things like your story, you know, like great, phenomenal things. So
Yeah, that would have been some life, but no, it's not my story. It's a story. I mean, it's mine that I wrote it, but it's
Right.
no truth to it.
But not that you lived it.
right.
Jack, bingo.
Well, I've lived my life, so.
Mm.
Oh, I have poems that are about me that I think I read one here called The Dimming of My Light by the Noise and the Quiet. It's about my spirituality and faith. But those that know me say, yep, that's you. And those that don't, after they hear it, should have a clue. So that's pretty, so I have some poems that are a reflection of a piece of me. But they're harder to write, harder to do.
Well, maybe we can hear one for the next round.
Yeah, but I hear another voice in here, so
Oh,
who's the other
yeah.
voice and are they sharing?
Yeah, see, oh, there she is
Here
live.
she is. Hey there.
Good.
What you got for us?
She's muted. and
Oh yeah. Oops.
I'd like to hear you say your name, please.
Sky's the limit. It's a play
Okay,
on words.
just like it says. So
Um,
we'll play on words by you or by your parents when they gave you a name.
Oh no, that's my poetry name.
Okay.
So I've got a poem. Let's see. Of course, I picked the one I'm still editing.
I love
That's okay. This one is called Shame. I might have read it here before. I hope not.
I have a short memory. Go for it.
5 letters weigh discreetly yet heavily on my head. Wait, let me restart. Shame. 5 letters weigh discreetly yet heavily on my head, sitting doing its evil bidding from the dead. Red as the blood denoting flag and offense. 5 letters dripping down my countenance. Like a fountain, this emotion is not in short ration, but it's the trend to defend, yeah, forever in fashion. The word blooms every season with plenty of subconscious reasons. 1 syllable made to make it make sense, and 5 letters beating the piss out of my confidence. Screaming the meaning of the demeaning words, or screaming so loud, I can't hear my own mind. 5 letters because anything else wouldn't be too kind. Looking out for my own good so I could, would, and should. And if I refused, or if I didn't, 5 letters condemning me as something forbidden, threatening to abhor me, my own demons before me, shushing me and rushing me and inevitably crushing me. Show the world who I am, but retract who I've been. 5 letters coming back to SWAT team me again. This should be illegal. I want to say it and yell it. 5 letters outliving everyone's ability to tell it, to embed it in my skin and my heart and in my soul. Just 5 letters struggling against me to take full control. Take control, take control. Of course, be solved because I should. 5 letters to reconstruct my biochemistry of broken goods. Broken goods, or for the greater of the broken good, for me. No, for the past I can't fix. 5 letters in my veins, trying to get to the present turns my blood to chains. It tries to dress the future me in shards of its name. I might wear bling or diamonds, but my gown would be made of shame. Digging into a future me, hanging onto my skin with slivers, so I'm fixing the hell out of current me so that prediction will never deliver. These 5 letters I plan to eradicate and banish, hopefully, aiming to bury this 5-letter word before it buries me. That was the one I have. Like, I have others, but I just haven't. I guess I could do this one. I don't know. We're doing 2 or 1.
Yeah, we're gonna do another round too. Yes, that was beautiful. I'm
That
still
was
trying to process
powerful.
that.
Mhm,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you.
So the 5-letter word is shame.
Yes.
Feel that, feel that. Yeah, it's hard to work through that.
Yeah, it
But
is.
God is good though, you know?
That's true.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Thank you. One thing
Cynthia,
I might,
huh?
go ahead. I was gonna say, one thing I would say to getting through shame is Michael Neely has a book out, The Art of Forgetfulness. Basically, forget all the bad shit and make your life about the good stuff. And you know, it's a couple of bucks on Amazon. It's cheap. And he has a really conversational style. I work with him. He's a coach of mine. So I recommend it. I'm sorry, Brianne, you were saying something to me.
Oh, I was just gonna say if you wanted to do another poem, but you said something that needed to be said.
Oh, yes, okay. Let me see if I have another poem. I'm sure I can find something. What do you guys want to hear? I'm killing off mice, so I've got more mousecapades. I've got Matilda stories. What is this? No. I think I read that to you already. Nah. Okay, this one's interesting. A Charmed Life. I guess I wrote it a month and a half ago, middle of November. Autumn leaves crunch underfoot. Midday sun warms my shoulders. I'm not at work long. A detective comes to the door, investigating shootings in the neighborhood, killings. I inform him how our parking lot is used. That gray house is an Airbnb. That yellow house, I think, is a drug house. Yes, he confirms, and their suspect lives there. They don't care about the drugs, but shooting somebody in the chest, the police actually take issue with. I introduced him to the pastor and went back to my corner. I live a charmed life. When I was little, my mother told me, there is a providence who looks out for fools, drunks, and missionaries' children. As the grandchild of missionaries, I feel covered on at least 2, if not 3 counts. Yes, on occasion I hear the shots around me, on occasion the helicopters overhead, but I walk with my head tall, for when it's my time to go, I'll be gone. It isn't a matter of stray bullets. I believe in the universe. When it's my time to go, I'll be gone. Thank you.
Wow. That was deep.
Right. But stay with us a little while longer, okay?
I'm here. Yes. And you know, when stray bullets happen, they happen, but you know, they always seem to go around me. Charmed life.
Who else do we have here? Dave Heffelfinger.
My father was a varied human being, but one of his linguistic shticks, if you will, was to say, well, the second best idea would be, or my second favorite. And then if you followed up, he would have a first. I'll give you an example. 3 guys stopped by the house and to pick me up for my first venture on what college kids called spring break to Florida. We were in Pennsylvania. And my dad is on the front porch, like he spent a lot of time on the front porch. And says, boys, it would be the second stupidest thing you could possibly do would be to get arrested in Florida. And then the guys look at me like, what would number one be? So I asked him. So Smitty kind of got up the nerve and said, all right, Harry.
Getting arrested on the way to Florida.
What would be stupider than us getting arrested in Florida?
Getting arrested on the way.
He said, wasting your one phone call to tell me about it. So, and yeah, that was my father. So you've heard me say here before that my second favorite haiku, and we've closed the evening with it, a perfect evening. Conversation was so good. We left our clothes on.
Heard that one before. I like it.
What's that you say? What's my favorite? I believe in God. Out there past how smart I am, she waits for me there.
You're good.
I have a poem now that all sets up, or I can stop there. It depends on what you ladies want.
I'll go for the poem.
All right. It's the title is God's Gifts Would Have Been for Us All. They'd have been given to the primitive, the simple, given to the deep, to the dimple, not just to the cools or the fancy schools, but even the fools would have got the tools. It needs not degrees, mapping the way, nor diplomas and resumes. Yeah, hear what they say. Shall they pray? The thicker it gets, the tougher to buy it. The dimming of my light in the noise of the quiet. They know the good book for the thousands of hours, but don't question its sink. Don't challenge those towers. Little or nothing to do with flowers. Take a minute and smell their power. Nothing in the name if it doesn't fit their frame. Thank you just the same, but we're running this game. The thicker it gets, the tougher to buy it. Dimming of my light and the noise of the quiet. The angelic softness of an a cappella hymn that gets sung, and the inner peace when it's done, a room as one. So what don't I know? Why make it a show? No need to shout. The pipes and pianos just drowned it all out. You're not what it's about. Thicker it gets, tougher to buy it. Dimming of the light in the noise of the quiet. Bring us your want, dare not confront. We're in the right. Come fill some space. Welcome one and all to our loving place. You know, I did sit for the spell. I really did try it. But the thicker it got, the tougher to buy it. The dimming of my light in the noise of the quiet. Boom.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is the season, you know.
That's that piece.
Yeah, I don't track what I may or may not have done here before, because the whole point to me of an open mic is to make better something you've been working on, whether it's the first time you're doing it or the 200th time you're doing it. If it needs working on, you work on it.
Facts.
But Yeah,
This is
that would
true.
be, yeah, that would be like the third piece if I were going to put a set together
Okay.
that I need to nail, get better at, get sharper.
It's pretty sharp so far.
Yeah, I like it. It has evolved the least over this one might be 8, 9 years old, but I don't tweak it. I don't add a line or add a second rhyme of some kind. This one has amazingly been left alone in its original form. Where the one that you've heard me do downstream water, that's the length of that poem has tripled in 10 years. The addition and
Wow.
then the beginning got too long, so I had to add more to the middle and the end, and people would hear it and offer up another line, and you work it in. But yeah, that one is tripled. I found it tucked away in Facebook notes, and yeah, it was like 18 lines, and now it's over 52, I think 53. But that's my hit.
Nice. So I have a piece. What do you do when you watch your loved one wither away? Do you leave or
Are you asking me?
I think she's reading a piece.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know it's hard to tell with the camera off.
I was enjoying the participation? Okay. Do you watch the Phases of Death?
I think you have to have your camera off because your audio quality gets lost with the camera on. Sorry.
Do you watch Phases of Death? Death to the violence of is death violent? Do you begin to lose sight of the vibrant colors? Do you suffer in silence, in silent corners? Do you hold on to these things, onto those feelings like hoarders? Let's see. Do you turn into the enemy? Alone, like no friend can see the pain, rehabilitation, and the losses. You carry that pain like just secret sauce and early to recapture what you lost.
We lost your audio. It's all broken up.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that's
Now it's clear again.
Now it's clear again.
Yeah,
it's
real
clear.
sweet. Sweet now.
Of course. Okay, today has been an adventure. Yeah, so that was the snippet of that poem. I guess I will let somebody else go. Cynthia, do you have another one you want to share?
I thought you should do that one again now. Come on, we should hear it.
Yeah, do that one again and then see if Sky's the Limit has something.
Yes, but if this one isn't audible, then we're just gonna, keep trying.
Okay. Can you share the screen or no?
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Can you share the screen, Rayan, or no?
I have it printed out, so.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then just read it. Yeah, because you're sounding good now.
Of course.
Yes, and she will sound good until she doesn't.
Right. That part.
Yeah, we can't read it that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's end up that poem.
Just that quick, you're gone. That's a shame. I bet it's a great piece.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a really sweet
Okay,
piece.
there we go.
You know what? It dawned on me, if you've ever had the opportunity to speak, like say on a football field to the reverb of those speakers all around, you must speak so slowly that the reverb, and that's the kind that would get you past your problem, Rayanne. But you know that it's good practice for that. But I had the opportunity to watch a person I don't agree with much, but he was so good at handling that reverb. Believe it or not, it was Pat Robertson. Came to Wichita and spoke at the Wichita State University football field. And some Democrats invited me to sit along with them in the back row on the stage. So I said, hell yeah, watch a public speaker from that close up, I'm in. But yeah, he managed that reverb where all the local candidates and all that stuff that we're talking, just all speaking over top of themselves and caught up in the reverb spiral. But man, come Robert's turn, he just put it out there. It was amazing to watch. Anyway, I don't know what brought that up.
Reverb.
Yes, that was what brought it up. All right, did Sky's the Limit have something? Yes, here she is.
Oh, I just got that. Sky's the limit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I chose this as my poetry name because I wanted people to dream bigger. Like that's literally,
Yeah.
you know, if you dream small and you get it, everything you get, that's one thing. But if you dream bigger, you may get more than you ever expected. So,
Very good.
all right. Oh, we got a new face. Hey. All right, here's my point. All right, it's called Fireblind. Today I'm mad, angry, even burning with ire, but you doubt it just because you can't see the fire. I will tell you this straight up, but you just smile and hand me a cup. You chuckle with the gumption to even make an assumption that maybe I should have a drink if I'm so on the brink, you think. You're cute when you're angry, you say with no shame, undermining my flames because I'm not calling you names. Or swear words for that matter. Are my words any flatter when obscene verbal splatter doesn't drench my vernacular? Is my personal expression of emotional aggression proven much less spectacular? My phrasing isn't your taste, but it doesn't make my raging any less potent. Amazing, because now your argument is proving your intelligence quotient. Of course, your next bitch is the moan and pitch a fit because you're not legit enough to quit it. I get it. I'm calming down. Oh, now you're seething. Now we're getting somewhere, but I can't hear you over your flying F-bombs and the barking female dogs you seem to let steer you. Time for me to abort and cut this talk short, but tell you what, little blown fuse, if you listen very closely and mind yourself mostly, I'll give you some advice for the next time you use. It's not that I am having a problem communicating my level of anger without using obscenities. It's that you have a problem comprehending my level of anger without me using obscenities, and that's not my problem.
Wow. Yeah, that was good.
Thank you.
You better get off then.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's not my problem.
Yeah. I literally wanted to write a poem without using one swear word, but I had a talk with my dad basically, and he said, well, they were having a problem thinking that he was saying that somebody was having a problem thinking that he was angry because he wasn't cussing at him. I was like, that's a good topic for a poem, and that's how that happened. So
Love it.
Mhm.
Love it. Shout out to my lovely co-host for popping in today. Hey, Chin Song.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Good. I'm sorry I'm late. I've been feeling unwell today.
Oh dear.
I went and got my booster, so uh feeling kind of crappy right now, but wanted to come in and get some poetry in because that makes me feel better. So
Aw, that's so nice. Well, thank you for popping in.
okay.
Thank you for popping in. I know, that you're feeling under the weather. So it probably took a lot for you to join in with us today. So thank all of you guys, everybody that's present. Thank you all for being here and for just coming through with the come through.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So would you like to do a poem?
Yes, let me see if I can find something here. I hadn't written much in the past few days, but I managed to write a haiku today. And here it is. If COVID was dead, I'd surely know the feeling of toxic presence.
Mm.
But I did manage to write a poem a few days ago. So from weariness to wholeness. In despair, I lower my eyes, bow my head, not in prayer, but keeping my eyes to the ground to remind myself that I haven't hit rock bottom. Although my mind is often under the earth, within a vault in a coffin, I'm in the graveyard of my own life, cutting myself with stones. Stones of anxiety, stones of depression, stones of doubt, stones of a lack of self-esteem, forcing me to bleed profusely. I'm pushing my way through the crowd because I want to touch the hem of Jesus's garment. I want to be made whole, so I will be free from pain, free from oppression, free from loathsomeness, and sit at the feet of my Savior.
Mm.
Thank you.
Oh. Thank you, Jensen.
Thank you.
that was beautiful.
Mhm.
And it was deep at the same time. I like that.
Thanks.
Yes. God is good.
Thanks for allowing me to share.
Mm. Sorry you're not feeling well tonight. Hope you're feeling better soon.
Yeah,
me
that
too.
booster is a doozy. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
Which one did y'all get?
I got Pfizer.
Pfizer.
Yeah.
Pfizer. Okay, everybody's voting yes on Pfizer.
That's what I.
Now, is that what you guys got for your 1 and 2, or is that just what you got for your 3? For your booster?
Yeah, I got Pfizer for all 3.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let me know how you feel in a week.
Okay. Yeah, I will.
All right. Okay. So would anyone else like to do a poem?
I'll do one you haven't heard,
All right.
one I haven't done in a while either, but it's shorter.
Okay.
It's called Trainwreck.
Mm.
I know, what the hell did I just do? I'm sorry. I clicked and it disappeared.
It's okay. Today is.
Here we go. It's been a slow, painful train wreck.
Mm.
But what the heck? We all playing solitaire from the same deck, dealing off the bottom or dealing from the top. Your endless hyped up bullshit never seems to stop. Shit keeps sizzling in the frying pan, claiming it's prime, and most of the time, even the bologna is a phony. It's spam. Lock, stock, barrel from the can. As the hearts, with some brains anyway, were jumping from the trains, you could have seen the rains a coming, the messages they were drumming, true friends walking away, 'cause ain't nothing anybody can say gonna get listened to anyway. We wrote the what goes around, we wrote the what comes back, yet there is this disconnect. You just never did suspect that in our silence, we felt your pain. We saw this coming train. We're powerless to get you out of your own falling rain. Boom.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was good.
That was really good.
Thank you. Yes.
Boy, it's literally been 5 years or more that I visited this piece of poem. Yeah, I like it. That's going to have to move itself up.
It's good when you like your work.
Oh, I didn't mean to sound.
No, but I mean,
Well,
oftentimes I look
that's-
at my work and it's like, I could have done so much more with that, or I should have, but when you look at it, you say, that's okay. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, if it sucks, I have work that doesn't see the light of day because I know it's not ready to. So
Mhm.
I've been doing it long enough to be able to critique myself. That one, yeah, I'm glad I found that. This one's going to make itself into the more active list.
Very
So,
good.
yeah.
I found a piece that I'm willing to share. It's for a few months old, almost half a year. God's sense of humor from early August. I'm not sure I appreciate your sense of humor, God. Sending me these delicious men who are only partially available, not ready to be part of my world, or available to see me as often as I would like to be seen. What is that about, God? Are you saying I'm wanting too much? That I'm not deserving of or worthy of a full-time relationship? Or perhaps you want me working for you more and for someone else less? I could live without the relationship if only you would make it clear to me. And about making things clear, what's this with a series of broken glasses? There's a message here and I'm trying to get it. First on the boat in Bimini, then before I left, that second pair was going and I had to get a tie in the airport to hold them on my face. Then another pair broke. I got a replacement glasses when I got home, upped the diopter by half on the non-bifocals with good results. So I thought that was the message. And so I returned the bifocals that were now a half a diopter too dim for these old eyes, only to break one of the new 3.0 pairs. Thankfully, I had ordered two, but if I keep breaking these, I'll be going back to the Dollar Tree. I need to take time to meditate on this, ask the dolphins and the ancestors about the messaging, and listen. I do get some messages from the beyond, but it practically takes a 2x4 between the eyes on their part to get through to me. I had a couple of experiences back in January where it was clear that someone was reaching out from beyond. One guy who came into my life, I credited to my late ex-husband, manifesting him for me and laughing his ass off as he did, for I had fun. But God, I could sure use somebody who doesn't show up every 3 or 4 weeks or months, but maybe every couple of days. Is that too much to ask? Maybe I'm no longer worthy of earning somebody under my roof, no longer worthy of having someone to warm my feet at night. no longer worthy of having dinner conversation or someone to cook for me, no longer fuck worthy. I don't know why. But God, I need more. Yes, thank you. I'm deeply grateful. I'm so freaking deeply grateful for what you have given me. My current visitors are amazing. They're just not enough. A woman has needs, wants, desires. If you leave her too lonely, she's likely to expire. If you want to keep her fuel to serve your plans, send fuel for her fire. A fine stud, a sire, whom she can serve with wanton desire. Perhaps he'll even hire a musician to play the lyre. Yes, God, please send me a man who can fit in my bed, who can stand my snoring, stay the night, and then who can return within a week's time on a regular basis. In Jesus' name, amen.
Lord. Lord. I hear you.
And I did solve the glasses. It's up to 3.5 and they seem to be working now. They stopped breaking.
Oh, wow.
They weren't, but I must have gone through at least half a dozen pairs. Like they just kept breaking off the same side. And it was,
Oh, wow.
it was like, okay, there's a message here. I'm just not getting it.
Wow.
Okay, Rayanne, it seems to be your turn.
Uh-oh. I think you said it all. Shoot. What do I have? Oh, I can read something out of this Amanda Gorman.
Oh,
The
yes.
Yes.
That was nice. Yeah.
So shout out to Shakira. I hope she's okay. Let's just send like positive vibes her way and shoot out a prayer real quick.
Yeah, we thought she was coming. So, yes.
Right. She was supposed to host tonight. So yeah, I was at her open mic yesterday, and she has like a We Be Writing, that's what it's titled. And during that workshop, she talked about like ghost similes, which is a simile without the word like, very like a subtle drop. And then she had her open mic, and I read some of this book by Amanda Gorman, The Hill We Climb, and I'll show you guys a photo of it. But this is page 18. Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true, that even as we grieved, we grew, that even as we hurt, we hoped, that even as we tired, we tried, that we'll forever be tied together, victorious, not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division. Scripture tells us to envision that everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. If we are to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges we've made. That is the promised glade, the hill we climb, if only we dare it. Because being American is more than pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. So yeah, that was a snippet.
Mm.
Wow, that was good.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Wow. Isn't that the same lady that did the poem and the presidential?
Yes.
Lovely. I
Mhm.
knew it. I was like, I know that name.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is inspirational, to see an African American 22-year-old. I mean, to see an African American at any age reciting poetry, reciting the inaugural poem.
At the inaugural,
know?
right? Yeah, it's amazing.
Right. That's just mind-boggling. So yeah, I received this as a Christmas present from one of the reverends, or just an amazing woman, and it just brought me to tears because it just
Yeah.
it's inspiring, it feels like my dreams are tangible, like
Yes.
literally tangible holding that book. Like,
If you
it can be done. Sky's the limit.
If you can see it, you can be it.
This
Yeah.
is true.
Hey,
This is
And,
very true.
but you get
Right.
used to it. It's opening up. It takes a long time, but it's opening up.
right.
Yep.
The healing time.
This
Yeah,
is
and
true.
I was young and impatient too. I can read a 60-second one here I found.
Let's do it.
Want to hear another one?
Yeah.
Homeless guy on the street asked me to spare a dime. I stopped to talk. I had some time. Offered him a day or two of work. He looked at me like I was a jerk. As he lit up a smoke, he answered his phone. He spoke, offered me a toke, began searching on his data plan. I said, "What the fuck, man? Is this a joke?" He snapped, "But I'm hungry today." I started on my way. Handful of four-letter words he had left to say. I tossed him an apple. He threw it away. We live in a world of suckers and motherfuckers. And as I look at life through this prism,
Shoot.
we can do a whole lot better than capitalism. Boom.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm never ready for a cuss word from Dave Heffelfinger. Ever.
Sorry, what?
I said I'm never ready for a cuss word from you. Like
Yeah, I guess there's one in there, isn't there?
every time you drop one, I'm just like in complete confusion. Every time, like like I've never heard you cuss before. Like I'm just not
But it was
prepared.
suitable to the poem. It didn't throw me at all. It fits,
It does, but I'm never prepared for them.
Mhm.
Oh, awesome. Chanson, are you still here? Would you like to do another piece?
Yeah, I'm here. Let me see. I can read the last few haiku that I wrote a few days ago. Okay. Haiku. God has brought me through. By letting go to let God, God has blown my mind. Let me see. Faith and works bring life. Finish living in graveyards that leave me lifeless.
Mhm.
Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Beautiful autumn. People shield themselves with coats before winter comes. And last one. Poems, eulogies. Each word seals moments in time. May we remember.
Mm. Da-da-da-da-da. Is that what that's from?
What?
Do you remember?
Oh no, that wasn't it. I was at a grief workshop and they were talking about like eulogies and stuff. So I
Mm.
thought I felt like poems were eulogies.
Mm.
Um, and like once you say it, they're out in the air. So we should remember those poems that we share.
Wow. With death comes life.
Huh?
I said, with death comes life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Based off of what you're saying. Well, and what I've lived. Yeah.
Well, also the word eulogy it means good word. So
Mm.
your poem should be good words that we that we put out.
Oh shit. So who would like to close us out? Thank you for those poems.
Thanks, Sky's the Limit had something to close us out.
The sky's
I
the
was-
limit.
Yeah, I haven't gone this round. I was like, hold on.
She is
Okay.
our featured January 17th. Ooh, so make sure y'all come back and vibe with her for her 20-minute segment. And
Which
thank you for
date?
just being the light that you are. January 17th.
Okay.
Thank you all, and thank you for the opportunity. So I'm very excited. All right, this one is called Battlefield. I didn't think love was a war to be fought. Forgot all the things I'd been taught. I bought a ticket to a movie that continued to restart, but where my faith began, his departed. His heart I didn't impact or impart on enough, and my confidence pulled apart by other women's BMI charts. Enough to make me trail a finger down my throat, not knowing that promoting love for myself was the antidote. When the scrub was gone, I still had my battle gear on, too paranoid to believe anything the way it seemed, convinced that the enemy had now infiltrated my team, instructed that they wore the same uniform, and I was tasked with the responsibility to identify the target. Talk to market and aim, looking to maim, for love was a war I was fighting. Couldn't remember the lessons, too busy reigniting the fire, fully loaded with pain and past rage. With eyes wide shut, I'll preemptively empty its cage. For if I can eliminate, I won't have to engage. But if I don't survive the ordeal, I'll join others my age. Knowing this, I'll crouch low, searching highly where I go, losing sleep and keeping the heat. My steps a silent beat that never screams retreat, discreetly approaching the adversary, aiming to discharge my gun at the rival, aiming to bury, aiming to up my body count, another thing on my conscience to carry, aiming. And as I see the red dot on my head, remembering every memory unsaid, I remember I'd forgotten all that I was taught. How I didn't think love was a war to be fought. But I collapsed to my knees with the gun I had bought. How could he hate me so much that I would have sought to end myself? To bury my existence on the shelf, to take the bars away from my health. Something he once already did. I hear someone sitting in front of that same mirror saying, unbuckle up, kid, unpunish yourself and uncover what he hid. Rid your heart of those stupid films that are looped to restart and destroy all the tickets. Pick your faith up from the thickets. Stick it back into your soul, for its value is dear, and lower your gun, for the night's end is near. I disarmed my soul weapon and traded it for a pen, writing again what is me and releasing what is him. Never letting that guy steal every good thing that's been, because although I was loaded, I didn't take that shot. Today I'm caught jotting what I once could not, speaking white doves with my ink tongue blot. And as for love, well, love is a piece I've now got.
Oh, speaking white doves with my ink tongue blot. Wow.
There's a limit, y'all.
Thank you.
That was worth closing with, yes.
Thank you.
That should be like on a poster or something.
Thank you.
Facts. Well, thank you guys all for joining. Make sure to come back again January 17th to check out Sky's the Limit.
Woo.
Thank you,
Love you all.
guys. Love you all.
Likewise.
Me too.
Good
Now,
night.
is January 17th your next event? No.
January 17th is our next event. Yes.
Okay. So anything in my calendar before that I can take out. All right, because I got lost in my calendar.
Yes.
Thank you. All right.
17th. And then you're up January
The 20
20. Yep,
21st, so that's the same week. Yeah.
yep. With
Okay.
your all right, love y'all.
We'll meet again. Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Thank
See
you. very
you.
much.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Dave, I'm gonna email you.
Okay, no problem. I'll be looking for it.
Awesome. Have an amazing night and a blessed week.
Put your name or Forever 7 or something early in the title.
Got you.
It was good to see you again, young lady.
It
Till
was,
we meet again.
yes. Likewise.